So in this interview, I'm going to speak to a very good friend of mine and a national radio presenter, Emanuela. Did I say it right? Let me know if I did or not. She can let me know, not you people down below. Oh, my Italian pronunciation is very Mancunian, but I don't care. So, hello!
Hi Kris, thank you for hosting me in Cirque magazine. So, something about me, my name first of all, I'm Emanuela Maisano, born in Calabria in the same year was 1984. Michael Jackson broke the record of Grammy, 8 awards thanks to the song Thriller. I grew up in Piemonte, north of Italy, and now living in Milan. An enormous passion and need for communication since I was a kid. I wrote my first poem at the age of 7. A degree in law for my interest about being a good citizen of the world. But for job, I followed my heart and my soul. And that's the reason why I'm a radio presenter. And the program is called I Fratelli DR101 'cause I do it with my real brother. The program is live on air every weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
There's only one thing you forgot, your shoe size. You study law, you have a degree in law. When were you thinking of telling me this? And what's it like working with your brother? Carmelo, Pomelo, Melo.
Exactly how could be for you work with your brother or sister. And that's it.
What things make you a good radio speaker?
The exercise I try to do every day in my life, not only working for the radio, but every single day of my life, is to avoid to be banal. Try to avoid, in Italy we could say frasi scontate, so expected sentences. I don't know how to say in English. You, Kris, could help me in this way. Listeners are not there to listen a book of proverbs. Are there to listen someone who has his own personality or her own personality, her own way of thinking, or to listen someone who has discovered something interesting or something new. And then I think another very important point is research. Reading books, articles, watching movies, documentaries is a very important way to have always or almost something interesting to say.
Predictable phrases is what you were looking for. But do you think people these days, so the audience, are still interested in radio?
I don't know how it is all over the world, but here in Italy, doing radio or just simply the radio, it's something more than a container of music and news. It's a sort of familiar space when you can feel comfortable. You listen that voice saying that things that make you feel not alone. You can feel and hear that someone laughs, suffers, thinks, loves, lives with you and as you. So for me, doing radio means be human and try make people feel human and also obviously listening a high quality music. Only in this way radio could be at the same level of social medias and resist. And it resists, I assure you.
Have you ever been speechless?
Not really speechless, but sometimes I feel like don't have something so appealing to tell. But you know what? Almost all the times the situation turned out to be a very interesting discussions. Maybe because to save the situation I choose topics a little bit more popular or less constructed.
Tell me about the first time you ever met one of your listeners. How was it?
Once I was at the theater. I was with my friend, not for work, but just only to enjoy a show. We were waiting at the foyer and a guy recognized my voice. We were back to back, so he was exactly behind me and he heard my voice, turned around and told me, "Are you Emanuela Maisano from R101?" And I said, "What?" I couldn't believe it because only my mother and a few others could recognize my voice in the world, I believe. So it was exciting, but it was strange. But I have to tell you another fact I think more funny. It was approximately 3 years ago. It was my first month of work in Radio R101, and I was at the station catching my train from Milano to Novara. A girl sitting in front of me started to chat about something. At one point, the girl said something like, "This is not the first time I see you. I saw you in the past, but I don't remember where." And I was like, I was thinking like, maybe she listened to R101 and maybe she knows me because she went to website of R101 and saw my pictures, my images. And the sad reality was that she said, "Have you ever worked for Hypercop supermarket?" And I said, yes. That was the reason why I was famous for that girl during that situation.
People in the supermarket also become famous. Just think they're seen by millions of people every day. What advice would you give to people who want to do the same job as you, being a radio speaker?
The most important advice I feel to give you is to study. Studying is the key for many things in life. I think for all the things in life. Recently, I read a very important sentence about studying and about growing up. Stands like this: the most important goal in life is growing up. Boredom kills the human spirit. I'm studying now for different things. I'm studying and trying to improve my English with you, Kris, for my international interviews, but not only for this, for me, for my personal culture. I'm studying theater during this time because I would like to feel a little bit more comfortable when I'm on stage. So, studying is the key.
You met the Backstreet Boys as well and got the chance to interview them. How was it?
It was the most exciting interview of my life. It was unbelievable because they were, and they still are, the boy band of my heart, and because their music was the soundtrack of the most important moments of my teens, my first love, my first friendships, my first passions. And during the interview, I discovered that behind the worldwide success of this boy band, one of the most important in the world of the 90s, there are still 5 sweet and kind guys. It was like chatting with my old school friends. It was a great opportunity. If I have to think an adjective for one of them about the personality, I could say Brian, funny. Howie, so sweet. AJ was warm. Kevin, discreet. And Nick was crazy mind.
Is it true that you have a dirty secret? I mean, well, no, it can't be dirty because they are clean when you start off. You have a passion for drawing on trainers.
Yes, it is. During the preparation of the interview, I discovered Brian's passion for sneakers, for shoes, and especially for sneakers. So, because Brian was my favorite and also today is still my favorite one, I would like to do something special. Also because I saw that for Las Vegas performance, he had this pair of sneakers customized about Las Vegas. So I would like to do something like this. I search on the internet the shoe size of Brian. I bought all the colors and I drew all the sneakers ready for be a special present for Brian, but for all the band. But when I was in Lisbon, it was impossible because of the guard and because of the check at the entrance of the venue to give the shoes to Brian. So I have still the shoes in my house, and I hope one day to meet him another time just to say, this was for you. Brian, I have a pair of sneakers for you. Please contact me. Please call me. We have to meet.
A little shout out to Brian there. Come and get them. When you open a shop, let us know and we can get you some orders. Also, I'm still waiting for the pair you promised me. Size 44. So being a radio presenter means you need to keep your voice in tip-top condition. How?
I have a very special friend that never leaves me alone. My scarf. Every time, always, during all the 4 seasons, when I say never, it's really never. Different colors. It's very important covering my neck and keep it safe from illnesses. Also, I don't smoke. I eat generally healthy food, especially fruit and vegetables that contain minerals and vitamins, important to keep away from illnesses. And I love to have hot tea and infusions during the day, all the 4 seasons. I love having tea.
Now, is it true that you've never tasted tea with milk?
Yes, it's true. I've never tasted tea with milk. I am a tea lover, but I think it's not so good. What do you think? You are British, you love it. But for you, I try for the first time, I'm going to taste tea with milk. Okay, ready? Also with this beautiful cup, I bought it I think 6-7 years ago in London, in a charity shop. The tea is sponsored by Ocean. And now the milk. I hate you. How much? I don't know. I'm not ready for this. Sorry, British people. I try. It smells like cream andata male. How can I say in English andata male? Bad cream. Okay, I go. No taste. No milk taste, just only a little bit smell, but anyway, I prefer without. Thank you, Kris. A buon rendere, we say in Italy. So now you have to do something for me. Do you like gorgonzola and polenta? Okay, try it for me, please.
The words you were looking for were gone off milk. So milk when it's gone off. And so I owe you one now then. Tea with milk is nice. How can you not like it? It doesn't smell. So I just need to print a permission slip, fill in the permission slip, take the permission slip to my car, get in my car, only one person at a time, remember, not 2, with my mask, drive to the supermarket. Okay, there's no traffic, so that's not difficult. Park my car, stand in a queue for 3 hours, go inside, look for the flour for polenta and the wonderful gorgonzola, if it's not already been sold out. Hopefully it's sold out. Then I have to come home, cook polenta, and how long does it take? A couple of hours? So I guess I can't do that now in this little clip that I'm doing now for the interview. So we'll have to use a time machine. Where's Stewie Griffin when you need him? It's going to take me a long time before I can build up the courage to do this. This is polenta and gorgonzola. I want to vomit just even looking at it. There's blue stuff inside the cheese. Oh no, and if I vomit on camera, what do I do? In one bit, in one go. Rank. The lumpy parts, I don't know what they belong to, the polenta or the gorgonzola, but that was disgusting. Need to bleach my mouth. And back to you, Kris, from the past. That's horrible. What's next, apart from the sneakers shop, for Emanuela Maisano?
I have a big dream, but I cannot tell you anything because in Italy we say altrimenti non si avvera. So I have a big dream, but we could speak about it in the future. For the moment, I could say that I like for sure doing TV, so try to do TV. And I'm working during this hard time. We are in quarantine. We have to be resilient. We have to be positive in spite of the changes, the hard changes that we are living. So I'm working on video contents for my social media profiles, because day by day I learn a lot of things. And as it's impossible to share all of them in my radio program, I share them in these videos for all the people who maybe are pleased to know and to discover new things or interesting things. So video contents help me to be up to date and to feel a little bit closer to my audience. Thank you, Kris. Good luck for all.
So thank you very much, Emanuela, and see you at your next lesson.